Big boy's coming out now.
The finished product.
That was the bonus pizza. Hello everybody, welcome back to South for Your Mouth. Tonight we're going to be doing a review of Chef Boyardee pizza maker kits. Now we have a traditional and we have a cheese one here. Thing to keep in mind, this one box will do 2 round pizzas this size, or a box will do 1 sheet cake pan style. Stay tuned. Our guest chef tonight is my brother Scott.
Hello everyone. We're going to see what contents are in the box tonight. We have your pizza maker sauce. We have the making of the dough. And we have some Parmesan cheese. Each one will make a pan. Stay tuned while the dough rises. I'm going to spray these bowls here so the dough won't stick when I go to retrieve it after it rises. We have a pack for each side here to make 2 pizzas. And if you're making a sheet cake size pan of pizza, you would only need to use 1 bowl because you'll use both packs inside that bowl.
But we're also going to apply some spray to these pans we're going to use. You can use any kind of spray, right? Like Pam or
any non-stick spray. Alright, we're going to cut up the dough packets. We're going to put 1 in each bowl. That allows us to make a pan each. That way it won't make such a mess on your counter. Once you do cut it, it will fall, but I try to not make such a mess. We're going to add the water next, 2/3 cup for each one, and that'll allow the dough to rise. It's very hot water, so you have to let it run a minute, and then it will be ready for you. After you add the water, you mix it in, and it starts forming your dough. It'll be just enough for 1 of your pans in each of the bowls. I use a fork. You can use a spoon. Some people use a case knife, I've heard, but I always use a fork to get it going. Then I'll work it a little bit with my hand. So if you have rings or anything in that nature, you would most likely take them off for cleanliness. Okay, we're going to work a little oil in, and then I'm going to work it with my hand so it'll rise.
Vegetable oil?
Vegetable oil or canola or your oil of choice.
And you can do the glove trick if you'd like. We, of course, have clean hands here, washed our hands. But you just want to get up close and personal here.
This is where you work it a little bit. You show it a little love and it'll rise for you. Some bowls have clickers and handles and some don't. Either way, you just work it. And after you work it a little while, you and let it sit, and it'll do its own work. Okay, I'm putting a plate on each one so the heat will stay inside and it'll allow the dough to rise.
What you're seeing right there is homemade Thousand Island dressing. We'll do some videos soon showing you some dressing techniques too. Stay tuned for that.
I'm gonna brown a little lean hamburger meat. It can be ground round, sirloin, or whatever your choice is. Not saying you can't use other, but you'd probably end up draining the grease. So we're gonna break it out and brown it up here. And then we'll use some seasoning. Over the years, we've really enjoyed our Slap Your Mama ingredients. Tonight we'll be using the white pepper and your regular salt and pepper, of course. Alright, I'm going to add our Slap Your Mama white pepper to give it a little bit of flavor. It has like a little red color. Once you spray it in, I'll mix it. You can turn your eye down to more of a simmer. Once you mix it back through, you shake it again, and you get the underside. Allow the dough to rise. We're going to make one at a time. And put a little oil on your hand so it won't stick. You have to work it. If it's a round, you work it as a round. If it's rectangle, work it as a rectangle. It just all depends how it looks here. You just have to make sure it stretches all the way through your pan. I'm not going to throw it around or anything like they do on TV. Here we have some Parmesan. I put about half a pack on each one since we're making two. Now we'll kitch the other one up here. And we'll do the same thing.
Spin your pan a little bit.
You got to go all the way around to the sides.
And if you let this thing rise properly, it should fit the pan, right?
Yep, it'll fit the pan, no problems. Do the same thing here with the Parmesan cheese. You can use your own if it didn't come with Parmesan cheese. Here we have the sauce. After you've used the Parmesan cheese, put a half in each one. You'll see them make little designs and marks, but I just put it on the pizza. Some people like to do things. You just spread it out evenly through here. And the same with the pizza number 2. Next we have cut up ingredients. You can use ingredients of your choice here. I always do the hamburger section first. You can put as heavy or as light as one desires. If it's a meat lovers, you probably want to go heavy. If it's just a little ingredient, you can just put 1 or 2 or just one side or a quarter or whatever desired. we're meat eaters, so we make it a little bit thicker than some people do. The ground beef, like I said, it can be your choice. We did ground round today. First we're going to do a hamburger pepperoni, so I always do the cheese.
This is mozzarella cheese.
And you can use a pizza blend or Colby or whatever you're interested in. Some people use Munster or whatever, but I think pepper jack would be good on one sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can have it as thick as you like. I usually put it sort of in the middle. That way as it melts, it fills in. You can go round corners with the pepperoni to give it the fill-in effect. And as I said, you can make it as thick as you want. Even make a pepperoni lover style if you're into that. I myself like meat, so I usually load it down. Supreme, or I call it all the way. Some people like a hot dog, they say all the way. But I like the peppers and onions. I usually do a thorough peppers. If you like green peppers, it's great. Jalapenos will work, or whatever you're interested in. Here we have just an onion already cut up as much or little as desired. And we have our cheese. And we have our outer ingredients, pepperoni, as well as
Canadian bacon.
we have Canadian bacon pepperoni for the outside of it.
Nice.
Okay, now we're going to put it in the oven. Conventional oven, 425. You can preheat it so it'll be ready for you. Okay, we're having company tonight, so we are doubling the recipe. So this pizza here, on a double box, I'll make this sheet cake pan here.
All right, in we go. Just about ready.
Hey, pizza is ready. This one's the works. Some people call it supreme. Here's the hamburger pepperoni. The finished product, we're going to cut it and do a little taste test. Kind of have to get up underneath it to get a full piece of pizza. Here we go.
going to do a taste test here to see how it turned out. You can see it's kind of already a success. But let's give it a shot and see what happens. Of course, I may or may not have also put some crushed red pepper on here. I'll tell you the truth, that's a really good alternative. Probably better than most delivery options you're going to find. Definitely better than most. Yeah, you're going to like this. Try this for your next pizza night. You'll be a big hit. Also, if you like our videos, if you like to be informed on what we're doing, you want to stay up with us and get all the notifications, be sure to like, share, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check us out.